So I'm interested in this whole idea of persuasion being inherent in the process. Can you talk a little bit about the lesson that we can take from that today, and in our own sort of politically divided current society around how persuasion is an important part of the process?
America today certainly is polarized. We've been more polarized in our past, and I think one of the misconceptions about the American founding is that there was unanimity. The historian David McCullough likes to say, it's not like the founding fathers got to sit around and say, isn't it great being the founding fathers, right? They didn't know if their experiment was going to work or not. Today, we wonder if it is going to continue. Because we are so polarized, it can feel like we're flying off in 325 million different directions. That is a disconcerting feeling. We see that in the lives of young people at the Bill of Rights Institute, where they wonder, for example, if I have a friend, will I be able to maintain that friendship if we disagree about things? The lesson I think we can take away from Madison and Jefferson is that if you want to succeed at coming to an unum, don't use the power of the state to enforce that. And don't be majoritarian about it either. Because let's say you can cobble together a coalition of 50% plus one and ram through something that is inimical to the common good. That's still a faction. That was Madison's central insight. That you can have a majority that is still a faction. That is, which is acting in contrary to the good of the whole, contrary to civil society's well-being. And what they did in this long, hard-fought battle for religious freedom in Virginia, which, by the way, led to the establishment of religious freedom in the nation as a whole, they worked very hard to cobble together a coalition of disparate interests. I'd say the main thing that we can learn from their example is keep your eye on the North Star. Cobble together the coalition where you all are looking up to those same ideas that are found in that idea of the Declaration of Independence's promise of freedom and equality for all. By focusing on the big picture, it allows people to set aside those differences that really don't have to be at the heart of a thing. They're peripheral. And I think the question that faces the United States of America today is, can we regain a sense of what that North Star means for our lives today? Not in an abstract way, but in a real concrete way in which we can say, on these things we agree. On these many other things, there is going to be rampant disagreement, and that's okay. But these are the things that can hold us together that really will be the core of the unum.